Hi everyone! In this tutorial, we will talk about face relighting with help of GeoTracker and Element 3D. Basically, we're going to add some contrasting lights to this scene to put more emphasis on the character's face. We will start from the very beginning by tracking the guy's head. We could do that with a head primitive, but we're going to use a 3D model created in our face builder as it gives you a more accurate result. If you're new to this and would like to learn more about the process, you can watch our Basics of Geometry Tracking tutorial. Okay, once the head is tracked, we export it as a null object. If you use a custom camera, export it too. Now create an empty solid layer and drag Element 3D on it, then hit Scene Setup. Import the same file of the head model that was used for the tracking and select From Model in the Force Alignment drop-down list, because we need the model's anchor point position to be in the same place as in GeoTracker. Save changes by pressing OK. In the Effect controls, go to Group 1 and create a null layer. Let's name it as Element's Head. This will be the control layer for our model. Parent it to the null object from GeoTracker. Now we need to reset its position and orientation to 0. We can do it manually or by holding Shift while parenting. Remember that every time we do this operation, we need to downscale the model by 2.5. Find more details about this in our tutorial on interaction between GeoTracker and Element 3D. It's a pretty good result so far. As we see, the model is really moving along with the head. It's time to light up our character. Right-click on an empty space in the Composition panel and select New and then Light. We're going to use Spotlight, which is commonly used to highlight a specific part of the frame. Let's pick some warm color first and set its intensity. Now we have the light we wanted, but we also need to adjust its position in 3D space. So go to Top View. If you select both the null object and the light layers, you will see that right now the light is located behind the head. So let's move it closer along the Z-axis. Now we want the light to be pointed at his face, right? So let's do that by dragging its point of interest like that. Let's switch the view back to default and adjust the direction a bit more precisely. Once the light parameters are set, change the blend mode of the Element 3D layer to Color Dodge, which will reduce the contrast a bit. Okay, it looks like the light we've just created is too bright. Here's how we fix it. Select Element 3D layer, go to Effect Controls, unfold the Physical Environment tab in the Render Settings group and set Exposure to 0. Let's now duplicate our spotlight, change its color to some cooler tone and place it on the opposite side. Here's a little trick to make it look more smooth and soft on the edges. Add Gaussian blur effect to the Element 3D layer and try different values for blurriness. Okay, here we go. The scene now looks more contrasted and emotional. And that took us less than 5 minutes. The cool thing about using GeoTracker in After Effects for relighting is that we can bring more light and color into the scene in a very natural way. Find more tutorials on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified about our new tutorials and streams. If you haven't already, download GeoTracker from our website and enjoy the fully functional free trial.